Okay, so I got asked a question. They wanted to know the overall point of my videos in regards to black men and black women and relationships and family. She's new to my videos, and she really doesn't have too much time to go back and backtrack in terms of my older videos. And I told her that a lot of my views and deliveries have kind of evolved from my earlier videos, so she kind of wants to get an idea of where I'm coming from. And I thought it was, a good question to ask so we can get some clarity. My videos, first of all, take into the account that life is about timing. There are windows of opportunity, okay, that you can't control. So you have to be self-aware so that you can take advantage of those windows of opportunity. That's my belief, right? It doesn't matter as a man or as a woman if you become self-aware, but you've passed that stage where you needed it. Right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you get a fire extinguisher after the fire has already burned through your house. Right? It doesn't matter. It's great that you have one, but when you needed it, you didn't have it. So the point of my videos is what I'm trying to do is try to help black men, hopefully extend another 3 to 4 years before they opt out and say I'm not dealing with this anymore and go date the non-black and go marry her and all that other good stuff. And I say that because what a lot of people don't understand is these family-oriented black men that black women claim are not around have left. They've left at an early age. They're not doing what the media and other black women want you to believe. They're not sticking by a black woman and then all of a sudden getting paid and dissing her and going to get the trophy. That's not happening. It's a myth. It's not that waiting to excel bullshit. He's already decided to bounce before most black women are even self-aware. They're still worried about who is who, what sorority party am I going to go to and all this other good stuff, and they've already said, I'm opting out of this. Right, I'm about family. This is what I'm about. I'm not going to hide, and I'm not going to be marginalized, so I'm going to bounce. So they've already made that choice before you're self-aware. So in terms of those black men, who are good for the whole family thing, I'm trying to say, we need you. Can you please give me 3 or 4 years, right? And on the black woman side, okay, from my own observations, you guys tend to come around 28, 29. And a lot of the times you guys say it's because, we have to grow, do us, go on our own journey, so to speak. And I think that journey is bullshit. Because all you're doing is making the same mistakes that other women made. And if you know better, you do better. Fire burns. I don't have to get burned by fire to understand not to play with it. But a lot of black women have this philosophy that I have to get hurt first, right? My badge of honor is, me getting cheated on, or, me being a baby mama, or me having all this relationship drama, right? And then when I'm 28, 29, I can snap out of it. I think it's bullshit. We've already seen what not to do, okay? It doesn't matter if you are a black woman and you become self-aware, later on, because the men that you now understand are, important to what you're trying to do have already gone. So what I'm trying to do is chop off 4 years, a good 4 or 5 years from how black women think, to get them to a point, where they can see what they see at 28, 29, 30. Because I feel like this whole journey that they quote unquote say to go through, I think it's bullshit. When you go through a journey, you're supposed to come out better. But for most time, I see these women come out bitter and angry. And what further upsets me is the women will become self-aware, but then create this false reality. Right, and this is what really turns a lot of black men off, or at least the ones who are trying to do the right thing, is, they create this whole idea that, they were around good, decent black men, and then all of a sudden they got paid and said, you're not good enough and I want the trophy. And that's the one that stings, right? It really stings because it's so inaccurate that it's not funny. Does it happen? But in my opinion, it doesn't, speak for for what's really going on. The men that you claim dissed you, you were never around to begin with. You are separated from him by a good 6-7 years. Right? Most of my black friends who were truly on some family-oriented shit were already locked up in terms of the planned family 22, 23. I'm 25 now, and a lot of my boys are already working on child number 2. Right? They're getting ready to move into their homes. They're setting their career, and it's real planned family type shit. So by the time you come self-aware, these quote-unquote men that dissed you already have established families. So how could they have dissed you, right? And then literally in a month or so, already have a wife, already have kids, already, you know, be set up in a whole planned family type shit. So it's not accurate. That's not what's going on. So, you know, in closing, to answer your question and anybody else who has a question, I'm just trying to, you know, do the whole time management. I'm trying to tell the decent black men to hold on for another couple of years, and I'm telling the black women to chop off a couple of years. And don't give into what other single, bitter black women want you to do. Because at the end of the day, I'm sorry, a lot of the black women who are at the forefront are women who are making money off of your misery. They don't stand to make too much money, right, from a 25-year-old black chick who gets it in terms of family. But if she's single, you know, bitter, angry, materialistic, you know, they stand to make too much money off of you. And these are the women that, you know, that we are competing with in terms of, you know, influence. So anyways, you know, hopefully the video made some things clear. If you have any questions, holler at me. Any comments, you guys already know what to do. Take it easy. God bless.